Hello there, crafty doer. Jessica Michaels here, mixing things up again with Mix It Up Monday Hop, which takes place every second Monday of the month, hosted by Tara over at the Paper Snob. We're a group of crafters that love to add mixed media to our paper crafts. And for this month, we have a sketch design by Brandy. I think this sketch is super cool and lots of possibilities for mixed media. I am working with Curiosities in Willow Grove by Vicky Booten with 49 and Market. I am going to elevate my ephemera. So grab a comfy chair, grab all your crafty things, and let's get into the crafty doings. So if you're not familiar with this collection and Vicky Booten and 49 and Market's collab, they've gotten together and they've offered these packets just jam-packed with ephemera. This is the foil die cut, which I may or may not use, but look at it. This is the actual die cut pieces, and they also offer laser cut. This is the foliage, and then these are elements. But it is an insane amount of ephemera. I love it. I love all the bits and pieces. And so I am going to try to do my best to elevate the ephemera. Because it's one thing to just kind of place it on your layout, but it's another to elevate it. And so I grab the die cut pieces, icons and titles ephemera set right here. Let me set all this aside, and I pulled out all of these leaves, also some shrooms right here, and then I looked at the options for titles, but I think I'm going to go with something else from another packet. So let me set this aside. I'm going to go with the paper patterned paper because there's a different collection. So like this is the pattern paper, and then you have this is the paper patterns. I'm sorry. I believe these were either add-ons. I don't remember exactly, and it doesn't say it. And I'm not, oh, no. Yes. I'm sorry. This is from the paper patterns, because the single ones have the bar at the bottom. Oh, yeah, see? And this one doesn't. That's because I pulled it out of the pattern paper. So I was right all along. I'm second guessing myself per usual. But anyway, so I want to use this so that the ephemera really stands out, especially because I'm going to enhance it a little bit. That's where my mixed media is going to go. So let me get started. I am trying something new this time, only because I am running out of time in the day to voice over. So I'm gonna try and talk through this layout. I planned it ahead of time. That way I don't have to pause as much. So here we go. Now, if you don't know, because you haven't been here, I am a mixed media paper crafter. I get into all of the things, cards, scrapbooks, and journals. I also scrapbook 8x8, so I have to trim that down. And I love these type of pattern papers because I can still like salvage some of the pattern. Whereas I saw one that I was considering using, and I'll show you which one it was, but I couldn't do it because it's designed for 12 by 12. Here it is. It's gorgeous. But see how it has this beautiful border all around it, and I wish it was just shrunk down to the 8x8. But I will either end up using maybe like I'll cut it here, and so I'll have the top part of it, or I can always use the back, which is gorgeous, which is really why I grabbed this one, this single one in the first place, because I love these folds. All right, back on task. So I have my paper that I'm going to use, and now I'm just going to go in with the leaves that I selected and the mushrooms, and we are going to, I'm just going to set this aside here and hope that nothing gets on it. I'm going to start with a little bit of 49 and Market inks. Now they do have, here I forgot to grab, here we go. I feel like this is what kind of goes with it. I have the green jean for this, and I have the Just Peachy for, whoopsie, for this color, for that, and then the Daffodil for this. I'm not, excuse the toilet back there. My craft room is right outside my daughter's door, so you might hear them peeping and giggling and stuff. It's their bedtime, but of course, you know. Anyways, so I'm not very happy with the Lavender Kiss and this. I mean, you could probably see a tiny bit of it in there, but I want to go darker, so I'm not even going to bother with this. My second choice would probably be the strawberry, because if you see a little bit of that like maroon color in there, I may or may not touch it. I'll leave it here on the side. And then I love cappuccino to grunge it up. I love this color. It's awesome. I've been using it on anything that I want to grunge up. So let's start with the leaves. I am going to go ahead and let's see, add a little bit of the ink to these leaves. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and reach for some Distress Glaze. Now, I don't have, remember, I don't have, or 49 Market doesn't have a color that really goes with this gorgeous purple. And I may or may not offset it. I'll cross that bridge when I get to the inking. But I am going to grab these distress colors, and this is all I have for now. I've never tried Distress Glaze. Let me know in the comment section if you're a fan, if you've never tried it. If you're curious, this is the video for you. I like it. I've tested it. I've tried it. I've even I did a card and I absolutely loved it. This is for the Faith and Friends hop. And the glaze just adds like a little something, like, it's gorgeous. And it's just that, it's glaze, because it's different than your embossing powder. And I figured that out actually just today while I was testing the colors out for this, but it's so gorgeous. So anywho, these are the only three that I have. I'm going to sprinkle it possibly on the green leaves. And I'm going to sprinkle, obviously, this one, see this preserves, with the purple, because I don't have, well, 49 Market doesn't have an ink pad. I know I'm repeating myself, sorry, but I am, again, trying to talk you through my process so that I don't have to voice over later. But anyways, moving right along. And then the stone, I'm probably just going to add for effect, possibly like between these two, if I need to. I thought about using the embossing powder in rose gold, but I'm not convinced. Here, and I'll show you on a scrap piece of paper if I can find it. I know I tossed it. Girls! No, I tossed it and it's not here. But I think the pumice, here's the pumice stone, and I think that'll fit nicely over it. I think it's a different monster. Like, it's you know, embossing powder, it's fantastic. but not, it's just, if you haven't noticed already, I absolutely love Ranger. And so I just, like I said, these are the different monster. The embossing powder, yes, made by Ranger. I guess what I should have said is I love Distress. I love the Distress. I love the new 49 Market inks. Now I'm babbling. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and go through the process. I am going to end up using glossy accents, I believe, for the mushrooms. And we'll see how far I can get before I have to either a voiceover or yeah, just talk through the process of my video. So let's get to it. Okay, so check this out. Super cool, I think. And then when you sprinkle it, or when you see me kind of doing this, it's because it adds like this little, like it's not just like a harsh line. See it? Love that. The ones where they're mixed is super cool. I think it was this one, even this one, like you see the pumice stone and the everbow. Really cool. So now what I'm going to do is use some of these inks to start inking up the edges. What that's going to look like, I'm not sure, but I'm going to start with strawberry pie only because I want to see what that's going to look like. And so I don't know if the ink is going to make a difference, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And depending on whether it does or not, then I will move forward. But I was thinking of just doing a little, just inking, like, oh yeah, this makes a huge difference. Love it. Love that. I'm going to add it here and there. Not even going to do all of it, just a little bit. That is crazy awesome, you guys. It just added just another layer of, interest. And so I'm thinking what I'm going to stick with inking towards the, well, you know what? No, I'm just going to go for it. So luckily there was only 2 of these. I may or may not go in here with a little bit of that red. Look at that. Oh, goodness me. Love it. Oh, look at that right there. That's good. That just oomph, a little oomph there. I'm gonna edge it up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Little did I know I was gonna use strawberry for all of it. Whoopsie. That's good, you guys. I'm gonna do it here. It's so good. Even like here where I didn't add glaze, because that's what initially I was gonna preach. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna stick to where I added. But no, I think like even these spots where the darker blotches are is good. So obviously it's designed there for a reason. So if I just do this, it enhances it a little bit more. I hope you're able to see that. Here's like this darker one. I think I'm gonna go in with just a little bit. The edges here. Yum, you guys. I'm pretty stoked about these. So there goes strawberry. And then let's pull out Green Jean. I love that name, Green Jean. They did so good with naming these. Janine did. So let's add some green to this. This is, by the way, well, one of the reasons why I like growing my nails out, because then I can just do this. Because if I had my big old chunky fingers in there, they're not chunky. I'm a green bean. But look at that. It just adds a little something. Like versus what they came out of the package. This is what I really want to show. So there's this little detail there. I don't know if you could see it here. This little splotch. That versus giving it a little... Look at that and how much more it just, I love it. All right, so that's Green Jean. I didn't have much for Green Jean. And then I think I'm gonna go in with the Just Peachy there because there's some peachy here, and I don't think I'm gonna use the daffodil. So let me grab, let me grab my Just Peachy. We are going to add some Just Peachy here and there. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's like a subtle, it's subtle. But to my eye, I can tell that it's a little, here, let's try the little blotches at the edge where I talked about and see if it makes a difference. A little bit. I actually could have probably got away with doing the red strawberry pie. Sorry, there's a little bit in there. Let's see how that does. Oh yeah, so I'll just stick with the strawberry pie. I won't bother with Just Peachy. So I'll put this peachy away and go in with the red. Oh yeah, that looks good. Looks good, guys. Take it down a little bit, and finally probably just do this side here. Probably go in here because I covered those red splotches. Gives a little, definitely enhances it for sure. And I used up all the ink on my thing, so golden. All right, I like it. I like what I got going on here. It's my green. So let me just wipe my desk down. Okay, so I love these leaves, and I'm debating whether to grunge them up or not. And the more I stare at them, the more I want to. So I'm going to add a little bit of this cappuccino. So I'm about done there, here, I should say. Yeah, I'm really glad I went with this because yeah, it really did elevate it. So let me clear my desk off. And now I'd mentioned that I was gonna use glossy accents for the mushrooms, but now it was a process to go through all that, and I wish I would have decided that I wanted to do the glaze on the mushrooms when I did that, because now I'm just like, so I don't know if I want to do that. I know that I am trying to elevate it. That's the whole point of this video, so I may or may not. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to decide. Give me a minute here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have this left over. And I am going to pause and glaze everything. See, but I'm afraid that, yeah, it's going to go over here. So I'm not going to do it. It's just too risky. I don't have anything else to stick it on. And I think I'm just going to go in with the glaze. I'm going to go in with the glaze. Or the glossy accent, I mean. So let's go. I'm going to go in with the glossy accent. And I think I'm just going to do the top of it. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to set that aside. And I am going to let these dry. And as I was doing this, I had one last technique for my leaves. And I'm going to go for it. And it may not make a big difference. It may be what makes the difference. But I'm going to go ahead and splatter a little water onto these, because the 49 and Market ink reacts beautifully with water. Next, I am going to dive in to the background here. And I noticed that there's a little bit of faded like pink there, and then the really cool text here that looks like it's from a dictionary. I'm thinking I'm debating whether to go in harsher with that, because remember, I'm elevating. I hope I don't regret it. I'm going to go in with the strawberry pie, and I'm going to do a little ink smoosh. We are good. Yeah, and so just so I can I want to leave everything else clean, I think. And I know she did have some splatters. Should I splatter a little bit? Oh, I forgot those had the ink on it. I'm gonna splatter. I think I'm gonna go in with cappuccino and splatter. Let's see what that does. I'm a mess when I craft. It's like all in or nothing at all. It's insane. Gets me in trouble. But I like how it tames it down. So another thing about these is that to add a little more texture, I'm going to roll the leaves, and that adds a super cool dimension. Look at that's much cooler than just like throwing that versus that, and that actually could go there flat. But look at how cool that is. I love it. Oops, taking the view there, and let me grab the laser cuts, which are behind me right here. It's these. Look how gorgeous it is. And I think it'll tie in good with that. So let me carefully undo that. Oops. And I think I probably won't even use the lace. Oh, no, maybe I do want to use the lacy part, but look at that. And the only thing I think of doing with that is adding a little bit of the cappuccino. We could do one of the best stories, hanging from Thankful, and then remember today. What do you think of that? Boom! And then my little secret, don't tell anyone. When I don't make room to journal, I actually journal on the back of my layouts. I wonder if I have, yep, right here. So this layout I actually did for Mix It Up Monday. I love the clean, the white space around it, so I didn't want to journal, but I journal on the back. I don't know if that's cheating. I don't know if anyone else does that. I totally do, because I feel like I scrapbook. Obviously, we scrapbook for the memories, right? And if you're not writing it in there, then what, you know what I mean? So let me adhere all this stuff. going to do it. I am going to edge. I think I'm just going to start with the corners, see how I feel. Just the corners here. I think I like it. I'm going to go in darker at the edges. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to do it. I might, let's see how it looks with all 4 corners. And then I'll consider doing the entire paper. But I'm thinking probably not. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'll leave it clean a little bit. So let me just kind of, so it's not too harsh. Oh, look at what I did. That's what I get. Because secretly I want to do all of it. That's why. I like it. Let's just go in here. I'll leave some white spaces out. Like right there. I'll leave that. Go in there a little bit. So it's not completely. I'll go a little further here. There we go. It's not too crazy. I think that helped a lot actually, especially with the brown splatters. I think I'm done. I stinking love this. Why didn't you here? Because I didn't push it down. That's why. Hold on. Nope, I really want it. That is so unfortunate. Because I loved it the way it was, and I don't know how it was. I really kind of want it up. There you go. That's good. I think it was just like touching it. What do you guys think? I hope you guys like it. You know what? No, I'm about 90% happy. I almost want to add some, like, because the blue here, a little blue detail. Let me see if I have anything. Okay, I didn't find any blue accents or like just little tiny like specks of something in the collection, but I do have my sequin. What do you guys think? Should I add some sequin? I am a sequin adder, and I have both. I think I like, oh, I like this. This is pretty. And if I would, it would probably be like here and there. And the secret to sequin is you tuck one in and then, and then you let one out to dry, and then together, kind of close together. And then the third one, it's kind of loose on its own. See? And I would actually do it there. All right, I did it. So there you go. Now it's a completed. Yeah, I feel like it just adds a little shimmer. I'm going back and forth. I'm looking at it right now and I'm just like, maybe I should have left it. I don't know. But it's there. Let me know. What did you think? Do you think that I should have left the sequin out, or do you think the sequin added a little something something? Anyways, thanks so much for watching. All the info to join the hop will be in the description box. Some of the creatives don't have a YouTube channel, but you can find them on an Instagram hop. I would sure appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. Follow me if you're not yet a subscriber. And if you are, thank you so much for coming back. Thank all of you for watching. Until the next crafty doings.